guys. Are you ready to go on an adventure? All right, let's do it. Hey guys, welcome to this weekend's adventure. This is New Year's Day, and if you're a part of the outdoor community, you know that this is a huge day to be outside. And I'm super excited to accomplish that today and this weekend because the last few years I have not been able to do it. One year I just couldn't. I was working, and the next year I couldn't because my heart was broken. My spirit was broken, not from a relationship, but so I'll get more into that. This video is going to be about what 2021 has taught me, and believe it or not, the short answer is it taught me how to be old. So I'm going to go ahead and finish setting up my camp, getting everything situated, and then I'll tell you more about that. So let's see how talented I am. Can I video, keep dogs safe, and keep myself from falling on my face all at the same time? We're going to give it a try. So I left off with 2021 taught me how to be old. And I say that's actually not a negative, even though it might sound like it to some, especially if you're really young and you feel like that's never going to happen to you. But, yeah, happens to all of us, yeah? Even Betty Davis proved yesterday that doesn't, none of us get out alive, do we? So, with that said, I have to back up a little bit to kind of make you understand exactly what I mean, or how I got to the thinking that 2021 taught me how to be old. So let me get the dogs back from our little short adventure and get set up a little bit better with the camera, and I'll try to let you know or explain what I mean by that. Again, it's not really a negative, at least not for me. So as I'm sure you all have noticed, I'm not a videographer, so bear with me. Oh, hi. I should probably come down here, huh? So as far as why I feel like 2020 has taught me how to be old, or 2021, I actually have to go back to 2020 and let you know a little bit about my experience that year, if you indeed don't already know. I am an RN, and I'm an ICU nurse, and we all know what happened January 2020. I actually thought that I was going to spend the rest of that winter from January until it got too hot in the bus. I really thought that I would be there hiking and taking in all that Arizona has to offer as far as the wilderness goes. Instead, I worked and stressed and cried and repeated that cycle over and over. That was difficult for everybody, right? Yeah, it truly was. Okay, so probably not my best look. I do clean up okay once in a while, so you'll have to see that in another video. I look like I have no neck.
but it's cold. Actually feels really amazing though. The view, yeah, the peace and quiet, the fire. So it's good. Okay, so what did I do? I I took um a kind of a job I said I'd never do. I became an instructor. And that has been a journey. Yeah. But I didn't take that position until um, February. Yeah, no, July. So from I was off for several months, just kind of flopping around, emotionally not coping, just working through all the emotions, all the devastation, and all the things. So I'm not much of a therapist type person. I don't really even go to the doctor. So that's another whole video also. But it's okay. I'm at a good place now, and the instructor position, while I swore I would never do that, I have found it's incredible to work with the students. It is a bit of a challenge for me because I don't necessarily believe in our healthcare system, and so to be teaching people to work within that system feels like a conflict sometimes, but honestly, we're always going to need nurses. So that's how I settle that in my mind. And it's amazing to see their journey and watch them learn and put pieces together and um, help them through failures. And so yeah, that's been a really good thing. It's also made me feel really old. Um, that is where the how 2021 started teaching me to be old. And so then I had to start really thinking about my role in society and in life and in my family now. It's no longer that, 32-year-old with all the massive amounts of energy and the beauty and the the adrenaline of the and intensity of ER and ICU nursing. And I was, I get called Grammy often now, and it is by far my most favorite thing that I'm called. But so that's that's part of the that I've had to become in what 2021 has taught me how to be is old. Am I 90? No. My grandma lived to be 100, who that's the person I'm physically seems to be a lot alike. So there's that kind of optimistic. Maybe I still have many more years left to go, but so I wouldn't say I'm, elderly, but I am definitely getting old. So, what does that mean for me? How am I going to do that gracefully? Good morning, everybody. Sorry I didn't say good night last night. I fully intended to do some more recording. And then, camping happened, so that's okay. I am, can you see the river? One of the most peaceful, incredible mornings I've had in a long time. And the best cup of coffee. It is, and it's even instant. Don't judge me. while I'm recording. My breakfast is cooking too. Don't judge me. No, I purposely did things as simple as I could today. Oh, hi, buddy. Yeah, Hendrix is right here. You see his nose? See his nose? Okay, so last night in the middle of the night, I woke up and yeah, about that getting old, having to pee all the time. So, and one of the times that I was awake last night, I got to thinking about how I ended my last segment, and that was how do I uh, age gracefully? I don't know as though I will ever be accused of doing anything gracefully. And my mother, when I was growing up, called me a bull in a china cabinet. And that's kind of always how I've gone about life. If I just decide that it's, what was that, right over the microphone. If I decide that's what I'm going to do and I want to do, and I try to educate myself and make the best decision that I can, and off I go. And I honestly, that's how I want to approach aging too, with a, a a love for life and a love for whatever it is I can accomplish and whatever I can do. I don't think for a second that my best days are behind me. Um, 2021 taught me that, uh, well, I don't want to see it get any worse than 20 and 21. So, um, I've seen bad, I've seen sad, and um, I've seen some things prior to the pandemic also, but that was likened to the being a triage in a war zone, I guess. No, actually, we weren't the triage. We were um, Alan Alda, deep in it. So, if you don't know who Alan Alda is and what show that I'm referring to, you're either one, really young, or two, you're not a medical person. And that's okay. Research, look it up. No, actually, MASH is an old school sitcom, I guess. Was it called a sitcom? I don't know. It was a show on TV, and it was about a bunch of military people in a medical hospital during war. Um, so yeah, basically that is what I'm doing right now. Although I need a bigger van. That was way too cozy. It was warm, but I need a bigger van for sure. So that's how I'm going into the next year or so, trying to figure out how to make that happen. I'm not a big fan of debt, so I'm everything I try to do at this point is trying not to go into debt. So I have to keep that in mind. However, getting older, I don't know as though I want to risk. We'll see how I play with that a little bit and getting a van that will. I am entered in the Omaze, if you guys know what that is. If you don't know what that is, it's a fantastic organization. They have giveaways all the time and support great causes, and the things that they give away are just incredible. I'm entered in the Airstream giveaway right now. How cool would that be? So 2021 has taught me that I'm not getting any younger and life is going very quickly, and it's time to get back out there and start experiencing life, and this environment is life for me. This is what I love. I'm not opposed to a stroll in New York, visiting Chicago's biggest mall, all those things, but at the true to my core, if I have to choose, this is exactly where I want to be. I want to be in the wilderness. I want to be able to listen to the water, let the dogs take in all the senses, and listen to last night. It was so awesome. New Year's Day, and or not last night, but in the evening, New Year's Day, and parents, and there was probably 10 kids out there just laughing and playing ball, and that's just wholesome and healthy. And those are things that are important to me. Pretty much wholesome. Wholesome when the kids are around anyway. Yeah, it tends to get a little raunchy maybe around the campsite. Hi, buddy. So anyway, I'm just rambling now, but I thank you for watching this. Probably what's going to be a pretty long little video. And 2021, yes, has taught me how to be old, but meaning I am ready to embrace it, accept it, and make the absolute most of it for sure. Happy New Year. I hope you guys have a wonderful 2022 and we get ourselves out from underneath this pandemic for sure. And now I'm going to go eat my biscuits and gravy by the river. Bye, guys.